My mom totaled my car, I feel like, on purpose. I get a phone call from my mother, Your Honor, asking me could she take a male friend home who is a diabetic, who ate too many cookies the night before and got sick.
I'm not trying to have him die in my house. I don't need no dead bodies in my house.
It's a good philosophy to have, but you never want a dead body in your house.
Right.
I love my sister, but I just can't keep on bailing her out all the time. She ended up moving in with me.
It wasn't a good environment for me to be in. I told her that I can't live on the streets. I'm a young female. Just give me a day. And she went, no.
Time out.
Plaintiff Jenny Nelson says her mom borrowed her new car and then totaled it while she was rushing her boyfriend home after he got sick from eating a batch of cookies. Defendant Belinda Armour says the accident wasn't her fault, and her daughter should be grateful she's still alive. She's also countersuing her daughter for $2,500 for a broken couch and a busted snowblower.
Case number 192 on the docket, Nelson versus Armour.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge.
Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Ms. Nelson, and you are suing your mother, Belinda Armour.
Yes.
For $5,000 for totaling her car. Now, you, the defendant, you are countersuing your daughter for $2,500 for a snowblower and ruined furniture.
Correct.
Okay, let me start with you. Tell me your side of the story here.
Your Honor, my mom is a compulsive liar who totaled my car, I feel like, on purpose. So let me start from the beginning about my car.
Yes.
So early February, I get a phone call from my mother, Your Honor, at like 5 in the morning, asking me could she take a male friend home who is a diabetic, who ate too many cookies the night before and got sick. So my thing to her, I said, call 911.
I don't need all the attention in my house, and I'm not trying to have him die in my house. I'm trying to get him out of my house.
Yeah.
I don't need no dead bodies in my house.
It's a good philosophy to have, but you never want a dead body in your house.
Right.
Me being the loving daughter that I am, I said, you know what, Mom? Here, take my keys, take him home. Please be careful in my car. I go back to...
And this is 5 o'clock in the morning.
This is around 5 in the morning.
I'm going to give you a chance to answer.
Then, at like an hour or so later, a police officer calls my phone. Miss Nelson, your mother was in a terrible accident. Instantly, I start crying because, of course, a natural instinct is my mother okay? You're not telling me anything about my mom. Then here's the police knocking on my door. Oh, I just want to let you know that your mother is next door. She's fine. She's just shaking up and steady saying you're going to kill her about your car. So after that, I go next door and she goes to say, oh, a delivery truck ran me off the road and I flipped over. My thing is open and shut. Okay, they ran you off the road. Let's call them up.
Yes.
Here's my police report.
Okay.
This is my car, Your Honor. This is what it looked like after I let her use it.
Wow, the wheels are on top.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that went. And look at my car.
Let me read the...
Look at my car before that, though. Look how happy I was. I waited years for this car. I finally could afford the car. You know what I mean? Like, I did that. You know, my aunt helped me, but I did that. I was able to finally do that, and I was proud of my car.
Now, give me your side of this, just of the accident part.
The delivery truck ran me off the road. I'm lucky to be alive. This happened a week before my birthday. Like I told her, you should be grateful that she was having a birthday party for me instead of planning a funeral for me.
That's why I said I checked her before I checked about my car.
I got that.
But here's the email from the delivery company and from her witness.
This is a statement now.
From her witness that she provided.
That's the lady who called the ambulance when I was rolled upside down.
Okay, but she was a witness there. Let me read it. I also spoke with a witness listed on the police report, and she advised that she did not see a truck pass you, only saw you veer off the road and your vehicle overturned. There was a different statement, dates, and times given to FedEx and Broadspire. That makes it very hard to investigate the loss. At this time, there is no proof that there was a FedEx Express driver involved in this loss. If you have any additional information that will aid in the investigation, please send it to me. So a witness who saw this said there was no truck that drove you off the road. This is just what the witness is saying. I understand what you're saying. Continue.
Yeah, they act like I'm upside down in the car. How am I supposed to get a license plate number? What am I supposed to do? Say, okay, officers, cut me out this car so I can find out exactly where I am. I was more scared. When they came and cut me out the car, I was more scared of her killing me than the car killing me.
Two things. One, with your male friend with the diabetes, next time that happens,
Call him an Uber. I don't even talk to him. I know
Okay,
my
the next
cookies
time
is good, but he should not have been eating that many.
but if it's a life and death situation, call 911, get him to the hospital. It could have been even worse, okay? But anyway, that's not what this suit is about. The suit is about, now you're saying it was this van that caused you to go off the road. I'm telling you that if you think it was the van that pushed you off the road, and I'm not saying you're wrong, then you should go after them. Then you have a lawsuit against them. But she has every right to say, you know, when you call me at 5 in the morning and I let you use the car, I expect that the car is going to come back in good condition. Your daughter is now without a car, with enormous expenses, and she didn't do anything wrong.
After this, the day of the accident, she got on Facebook. She posted that picture of the car flipped over, and she wrote a little passage under the accident, stating that she signed her truck over to me. That was false. She never signed her truck over to me because she had a car of her own, like she said.
What do you mean she signed a truck over?
She tell everybody on Facebook, oh yeah, I signed my truck over to her because it's only right because I totaled her car. That was a lie. She never signed anything over to me.
She doesn't own the truck now?
The bank owns the truck, so I couldn't sign it over to her.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I let her use it.
You totaled my car. You hear what I'm saying? So now, when I have to go to work, there's no, oh, I gotta go to work too. So now call your friend or call you a cab or call you an Uber so you can figure out how you gonna get to work. But I'm gonna take my truck after I totaled your car and I'm gonna make sure I get to work on time. And then my thing is, she got money from somewhere, I don't know where, I'm not knocking the next person hustle. She tried to offer me $1,500 for an $18,000 car.
And also what I'd like to see is what the damage estimate to the vehicle is.
There's no estimated damage because when I tried to send a mechanic to go look at the car, the mechanic looked and said, there's no reason why you're even trying to fix this car. Every airbag is deployed. You have no side mirrors on your car. You have a dent in your driver door where you can't open your driver door. Your Honor, she said that they had to cut her seatbelt off and pry her out of the car.
They cut the door open to get me out. I was hanging upside down in a seatbelt.
I'm a single mother of 4 kids. I already don't have transportation to and from a job. I have to depend on
but
friends.
She act like I did this on purpose.
It's not a question of whether or not you did it on purpose. Your daughter is entitled to be compensated for a car that you were driving that got in an accident, and she's without the car, and she's stuck with all those expenses because who she owes the money to is not saying, well, we're going to forgive you because you let your mother drive it. No. So on that, I'm finding for the plaintiff in the sum of $5,000.
Okay, well, what about
now, let's hear about your countersuit.
Judge Jerry, I stay by myself happily. Her kids live on the other side of me. It's like they live with me. She's coming down my back about a car, but your daughter tore up my whole couch. How do you break a couch this severe? And then not even to mention the couch, the snowblower. I let her use I'm out there snow blowing my snow because I'm too old to be out there trying to shovel some snow.
Oh, yeah.
So I get through snow blowing my snow. I'm not gonna do her side. I let her use the snow blower to shovel her side. A few minutes later, she come back talking about the snow blower don't work. Well, it was just working fast when it cleaned my side.
Too old to what? To shovel snow? But you ain't too old to be on Facebook making friends. Your Honor, tell her my friends on Facebook is not her friends on Facebook.
It's
Your
not
Honor, can
my fault
you please tell her?
It's not my fault.
Can you please tell her, Your Honor, that when I go to the club to twerk, she's not to be in that twerking with me. This is not no dance twerk battle between me and my mother. If she's so old to shovel her snow, she shouldn't be popping one leg up and twerking with the other leg. Period. That's what I don't understand.
First of all, I ain't never been this age, so I don't know how it's supposed to be acted out.
You've never been that age?
No. So how am I supposed to know how I'm supposed to act when I get that age if I ain't never been this age before?
Your Honor.
See, that would be a defense that could always be used, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Your Honor,
they say you as young as you are.
How old are you?
I'm 49. And look good. Don't y'all think so?
Yeah. Do she look good enough to shovel snow?
Okay, time out. But here's what the deal is. Part of the reason you have a couch is so grandkids can play on it.
No. I have a couch for
Jerry, tell her because he is the judge.
There's never been.
The judge is speaking.
There's never
Judge,
been.
can I please say this, though? I did never once call her up and say, hey, Jenny, have some grandbabies for me because I want to be a grandmama. My grandkids don't even call me grandma. They call me
They like
Nana
what they like,
because
and
she
the
wanted to be
aftermath with
fast,
grandkids.
does not make me a grandma.
All right. So, anyway, on that suit, I can't rule in your favor because that's between you two to settle out of court how much time the kids are going to be over at your place. If that is something you can't handle, then that's something you got to deal with your mom about. So therefore, on that case...
What about the snowblower? She broke the snowblower. She's a grown woman.
The snowblower came off the side of the curb and it already had electrical tape on it when she got it.
For real, Jenny?
And then when hold on.
For real?
Case dismissed.
Thank you.
I apologize about your car. I mean, I really wish I would have never borrowed it because I know how bad you've been struggling with that.
Plaintiff Lisa Ginther says her little sister used her to co-sign for a car, but then left the state without repaying her for the down payment. Defendant Brianna Martin says she's only 18 years old, and the last thing she expected was to be sued by her big sister. She says she owes nothing.
Case 7-9 on the docket, Ginther versus Martin.
Welcome to both of you. We have sisters here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the plaintiff, Ms. Ginther, and you are suing the defendant, your sister, Ms. Martin, for $1,500 for an unpaid car bill. What's your story?
First thing I want to say is that I love my sister and I want the best for her, and I really absolutely hate that I have to do this, but I just can't keep on bailing her out all the time. What happened was she ended up moving in with me last year, right during the summertime, just about when she turned 18.
Any particular reason?
She had a little bit of problems at home, and so we thought that she could go ahead and move in with us, and we thought it'd be a good transition for her, you know, learning how to pay bills and take care of herself.
How much older are you then?
12 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And everything actually was going really well. I got her a job working with me, and somewhere in there, she had an old car that was having some problems.
Yes.
And she decided that instead of trying to keep fixing the car, she wanted to go ahead and get another car. We found a decent car for a decent price.
What kind of car?
It was a 2007 Kia Sportage. Now, I always had a rule that I would never do this, but she was my sister, she lived with me, she was working with me, I knew what was going on with her. So I went ahead and told her that I would co-sign this loan with her. The payments were her responsibility, and she
And how much were those payments?
well, $136 a month.
$136, but you co-signed, so when she didn't make a payment, you had to pay the 100.
Yes.
Okay, and how much was the loan for?
The loan was total for $6,500 plus, plus interest.
How much was the down payment?
The down payment was for $1,500. It was $1,545 exactly is what I paid.
Okay.
So we talked about it, and we figured that her old car could sell for probably about $1,500, maybe $1,000. And I actually have the Kelly Blue Book value right here for it.
Oh, so she would sell her current car,
Yeah, her old car, yeah.
and that money would go to pay you back for putting down the down payment of $1,500.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now, mind you, this $1,500, I didn't just have it outright. I didn't have the cash. I
Yeah.
had it on a credit card.
Yes.
So she needed to sell it quickly, so I didn't have to keep on paying interest on it.
And then you sold the car.
I did sell it,
Okay,
yeah.
now how much did you get for the car?
$300.
Okay, and what did you do with that $300? You gave it to her?
No, I did not.
Oh, what'd you do with it?
At the time, I was moving to Virginia, and I had told her that I was going to use the money to get new tires on my car.
Okay.
We never.
Why did you make the decision to move? Not that you shouldn't have. I'm just saying, why did you make the decision to move to Virginia?
I wasn't in a very good mental state.
Why did you choose Virginia?
I had a relative contact me
Oh, I see.
that knew my situation and offered me a place to stay.
Got it.
and-
Okay, so
yeah.
you were going to move to Virginia. It's a better situation for you. But you knew you still owed her money for the car, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that the first thing that I want to make very clear on my part, though, is that when my sister came and took the car from me, she wasn't just taking a car from me. It was my home. I had been living out of it.
Wait, she came to take the car from you?
Yeah, she had messaged me on Facebook one night, and she was like, "There's something urgent that I need to tell you. Please message me back as soon as possible." I was homeless, jobless. I didn't have a phone,
So these people that you went to Virginia, family members or whatever, that said they had a place for you to live, that didn't turn out?
No, for other reasons. It wasn't a good environment for me to be in, the household.
So you were living in this car?
Mm-hmm.
And your sister, or she knew that the payments were being made?
Yeah.
So now what happened?
So she told me that she was in Richmond. I told her that I needed more time because I was living in my car. I was like, I need to move my stuff from my car. I need to find a place to stay. I can't live on the streets. I'm a young female. Like, please, I don't know anybody. Like, just give me a day. And she went, no, I need it tonight. So I took her the car because I admit that I did, that was a wrong on my part. But she has the car now and she's selling it.
Time out. You drive halfway across the country to get the car.
I flew.
You flew, whatever. You flew to get the car. And I understand you were upset because her responsibility was to pay, but now you actually get there. You see your blood sister living in the car, and you take it away?
I mean, I didn't feel good about it either.
Well, then don't do it.
Well, but you know, I couldn't sit here and keep on making payments for a car that I couldn't afford to pay for her while she was, you know, out in another state. She had the opportunity to live elsewhere.
But at some point, then we got to measure what's the immediate crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And if the immediate crisis is that your sister, if you take that car away, she's going to live out on the street as a young girl, and tomorrow night she gets raped, so that you can make the payments on the car, which rightfully you shouldn't have to make. Where's the balance here?
I wasn't happy about it either, but that's the thing, is she had the option to come back and live with me. She had a place that she could go, and she chose not to do it.
And what is the point of suing her? She's got nothing.
I don't make enough money to just be able to pay this stuff. I'm a waitress.
I
you know?
agree. She has the responsibility to do that.
Yeah,
but then
and-
you got to give her time. Then you got to go to other relatives in the family. Lots of families have people that are down and out. But some have an alcohol problem, some have a drug problem, some have whatever. People have members of their family that have problems, and you just figure it out. You don't just leave them on the street there. This case is dismissed.
I just need you to be there.
Okay, communicate with me, okay?
You too.
Okay, I love you, man.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.